Hello gamers and welcome to episode 6 of Let's Play Ash of Gods Redemption. Let's venture forth after burying everyone, rescuing the lady. Look how they are hanging here. Nice details.
In enemy territory. Year 1002 since divine retribution. Spring equinox. Kingdom of Frisia. The city of Voden. A procession approaches the city. Hundreds, no, thousands, walk to Voden, shackled and closely guarded.
That sounds very Viking-ish. Lo Feng. You observe the surroundings from a tall rampart. It's your job to foresee any threats, especially those another might overlook. Something menacing is in the air. It might have something to do with the prisoners. You are a bodyguard of the highest rank, a warrior of the Shadow Clan. Your client, Count Pelko Saturi, shows you off like a golden belt buckle. It makes no difference to you. In the end, you're loyal to your clan. The streets are full of Gorkas, city dwellers and villagers who brought their whole families to the festival. However, temple inquisitors, not itinerant entertainers, preside over the ceremonies. They offer a special kind of entertainment. There will be executions and torture to commemorate the spring equinox. This time there will be an astonishing number of victims. The city will drown in blood. Commanding the guardsmen is a tall temple servant. Many in the crowd whisper his name. Nakoma. Count Pelko Saturi approaches him, arms wide open. Finally, you're here. How was the journey, Your Holiness? What's news? Would you like to rest or begin the festivities immediately? Have you considered my request? Shall I sheath my sword, turn to face the Count, remain impassive? The Count notices your lack of reaction and balls his tiny fists in anger. No need to fret, Count. The Third Legion is already on the march. You should let fate do the work when considering the command of 3 legions. Other commanders might suffer from falling sickness, or their tents could be attacked by bandits. Do you follow me? Does the temple permit such tricks of fortune, and how should I pursue a fate like this? Will the temple advise me? The temple of divine wrath only instills anger, so take my advice. Turn my head slightly. Forget about gold and jewels, but keep any strixes you find. They won't make you commander of 3 legions, but they might save your life. What do you mean, Your Holiness? In every temple you hear that strixes are the stones of the reaping. Is that your warning? How can strixes put me in command of 3 legions? Your icon can bring your 3 legions more easily than a servant bringing a chamber pot. Test him if you doubt him. I like this sort of entertainment. If your bodyguard slays a dozen or 2 Frisian guards, I'll turn a blind eye. You are absolutely still. A premonition touches you like a breeze. But your inner peace is undisturbed. You're always ready for whatever happens. Lo Feng, stay here. I need to speak with His Holiness in private. Don't worry, I'll be safe in Nakoma's company. Meanwhile, make sure that everything is in order. Nod or show no reaction. Let's nod. A satisfied grin blooms across the Count's face. He's interpreted your nod as a bow, it seems. This day, last year, 2 murderers were tortured to death in the city square. This year brings many more victims, but they look nothing like murderers. Interesting to speak, so let's do it. Haggard. Foul-smelling prisoners are pressed against the wall from the crowd. More women stand behind the red-haired girl, but she alone watches you. You remain calm and impassive, even when she calls out to you in Icon. That's apparently the language. The red-haired girl is definitely not Icon. If she were, you have been Hey warrior, my name is Reed. Can you feel what's happening? Isn't it time you remembered your duty? You remain silent. Your inner peace is absolute. Open your eyes, the temple warrior isn't human. It's a reaper in human form. Do not reply. You're a warrior of peace. Nothing should disrupt your inner calm. You should go with the flow of life, not stand midstream like a rock. The girl cannot unnerve you. As you leave, she hisses hatefully. Damn you, you have no idea. The reaping is coming. The reaping! You remain silent. The warrior's code of the Shadow Clan prescribes inner calm. Otherwise you aren't useful. They get substantial sums of money from Count Pelko Suturi. Well, I actually done, but well. Behind your back, the guards have pickled up the girl. Oh, look at this, it's huge. Pelko Suturi. Let's talk to the executioner. It seems that the ungainly fellow in black robes bearing the sign of the temple. The old man Let's talk to the Inquisitor. Before you can beginning, Ogren. They are a bit odd. And sit next to him. You stand beside Pelko Suturi. He's unfazed by the muffled howls of the prisoners, the grumblings of the crowd, or the smoke from the executioner's brazier. He's almost triumphant, in fact. What will you do, Lo Feng, knowing that a Frisian official plots my death? What if he plans to send assassins after me? You know the answer. Give me a name. Just planning. You know the answer. I know nothing. There are two officials fighting for command of the Legion entrusted to me by the temple. They'll be at each other's throats once I'm dead, but that's not exactly comforting, is it? The legions are already on the march, but neither commander has joined them yet. One of them just passed through the Galleon tunnel. The other is a bit ahead of him. They don't have a large entourage. You'll manage. May I come back when I'm done? A threat isn't obvious. You exclude other threats. Who will protect you while I'm away? I'll be perfectly safe while Nakoma, the temple servant, is here. I want to test you first. There's a wench who dared scorn His Holiness, the red-haired scum. Mocked him all the way to Vodan. Kill her, and if I become commander of 3 legions, I'll double your pay. Is that the only test? No, but the next one will cost you nothing. When you put the girl out of her misery, the gods will attack. Kill them too. Several runaway prisoners will add to the confusion, and nobody will blame me for the turmoil. Because they will blame the Shadow Clan. You have nothing to fear, Icon. If you sort out these officials, I'll have enough power to quell any discontent. You have my word. No, I won't kill her. I shall not kill her. I shall slay anyone sent to kill you. However, many there are, but I am not an executioner. Well, Icon, remember this. Pelko Saturi always gets what he wants, regardless of what's written in a contract, you'll see. The Frisians are cunning. They pay the sons of the Shadow Clan handsomely for their services, but easily go back on their words. You expect it. You're ready for them. But as the tortured redhead asked, are you ready for the truth? Silence falls over the square. The spread-eagled wretches on the wall freeze in anticipation of their dreadful fates. The only sounds are the clinking of the executioner's instruments being laid out on the bench. Choose not to watch. Watch. The executioner. Watch the prisoners. Watch the executioner. Mel picks up a couple of metal hooks and chooses his first victim from the prisoners hanging on the wall. Reed's lips move, as if whispering an incantation. Mel slowly rips through the old man's face. The man yelps, then droops in the straps. Reed begins to sing. She weaves a temple hymn, making rich and poor alike bare their heads. Her voice peals across the square, resonating as if under a vaulted ceiling. Everyone stands transfixed by the melody, moved to tears, as if searching for something within themselves. Look at Pelko Saturi, look around for Nakoma, look at Orgrin. Let's look at for Nakoma. Weep uncontrollably. You know that a temple service cannot end in an execution. It is forbidden. As this thought forms, a reaper appears. Something resembling a bloated grey corpse with a greasy black mane emerges from the yard in front of the gate. Come on, let's kick his ass. Oh, holy shit. Deals 60 damage to health. Deals 24 damage to the cost health. They've got nothing against his health. I'll go here and then stone piercing gaze. Now it's his turn. Okay, let's see. What I... Okay, I can't do energy attack, that sucks. battles. So let's go here and do the sunburn thing. And burning souls. With the first guy, this godlike guy.